All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. It has been one crazy freaking day because now the clown show that I would call Thomas Massey and Ro Khanna are in a world of poop, and they're probably going to get sued. At a minimum, probably be sued. I think they should be thrown out of Congress. Let me know how the audio is. I always worry about that. Let me know how the audio is there in the live stream. 5x9, whatever you want to call it, 8x8. If it sounds like an 8-track, I'm happy because I drive a truck with an 8-track. Ro Khanna walks back a list of 6 men that he basically sentenced them to be terminated. Okay, that's what this guy did. Stephen Chung, one of the White House assistants with President Trump, which is an amazing guy. Ro Khanna and Thomas Massey are some of the dumbest retards ever to be in Congress. They knowingly and willfully ruined the lives of innocent people who had nothing to do with Jeff Steen. What? Can you believe this? Look at this. Khanna and Massey pushed the DOJ to unredact files because they wanted to catch some white dudes. Then Khanna read 4 men's names from it in a House floor speech, calling them wealthy and powerful men that the Department of Justice hid for no reason. The only problem is that the file is a Southern District of New York photo lineup, and the 16 people on it had no known ties to Jeff Steen. We identified 12 of the people on the list, spoke to 2 of the men Khanna named, who denied any connection to Epstein. We're seeking answers as to why their names were in the news. If this was done to you, would you sue Ro Khanna? Does he need to be removed from Congress? Or was this the entire game plan? Was this the entire plan by the Democrat Party? Just float some names out there, ruin their lives, and roll with it. Because they've all said that they've seen these unredacted files, but yet they have not named any of them. And when they did, they got them wrong. Here you go. Here's Ro Khanna. Oh, just for an FYI, just an FYI for everyone watching. There's a very large podcaster. I think he's a former Coast Guard swimmer. Rescue swimmer, I think is what he did. That has a very large YouTube channel. And I'm not even allowed to say his name here. I'm not even allowed to say his name. But he's had Ro Khanna on for 2 interviews. Now, the interviews are all about the Jethro Steen stuff. And between the years 2020 and 2025, that large podcaster, including Ro Khanna, did not post on X one time about the Jethro Steen stuff. I'm not allowed to say his name or people will get upset in the chat. But this is what it is right here. This is your boy Ro Khanna calling him out, naming some names. Look at this.
Yesterday, Congressman Massey and I went to the Department of Justice to read the unredacted Epstein files. We spent about 2 hours there, and we learned that 70 to 80% of the files are still redacted. In fact, there were 6 wealthy, powerful men that the DOJ hid for no apparent reason. When Congressman Massey and I pointed this out to the Department of Justice, they acknowledged their mistake And now they have revealed the identity of these six powerful men. These men are Salvatore Navora, Zorab Mikaladze, Leopig Leonor.
He gives the names. He reads the freaking names. Look, sorry.
Get this out to the Department of Justice. They acknowledged their mistake. And now they have revealed the identity of these six powerful men. These men are Salvatore Navora, Zorab Mikaladze, Leopig Leonor, Nicola Caputa, Sultan Ahmed bin Sulayem, CEO of Dubai Ports World, and billionaire businessman Leslie Wexner, who was labeled as a co-conspirator by the FBI. Now, my question is, why did it take Thomas Massie and me going to the Justice Department to get these six men's identities to become public?
But you got it wrong, dude. You're playing with people's lives. You're really playing with people's lives when you make these kind of accusations. Les Wexner, apparently, I did a little looking up on this guy, is a very, very important guy in, I believe, Ohio. He's built hospitals and all this kind of stuff. I'm not saying any of these names are innocent. I'm not saying any of these names are innocent. But what I am saying is Ro Khanna just became judge, jury, police officer, and probably executioner. He very well could have ruined these men's lives. I don't know any of these dudes. We don't run in the same circles. They're rich. I'm not. I drive a 51-year-old Ford pickup. They would not even bat their eye at me. I know they're not in the chat. If they are, thank you. But what if you think about this? Is this okay? Is Ro Khanna and Thomas Massie in some deep dookie? I think they're in some deep dookie. You don't do this. You don't name names unless you really have the goods. Gina Rose, thank you for being a member for 5 months. This is absolute. This is criminal, what they did. Now, I know not a lot of you probably didn't even know this happened. You were all distracted by Nancy Guthrie, right? I'm starting to believe that Fox News is in on this. Let me show you a story from Fox News while all this is going on. I want to show you this story from Fox News, okay? This is criminal to even think that we should believe the news media right now. To even believe the news media is crazy talk. Look at this. This is the breaking information that Fox has. All right, I'm embarrassed to show you this.
The search for 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie intensifies as the FBI doubles the reward for information leading to Guthrie's location or an arrest and conviction. The FBI releasing a description of the suspect seen on Guthrie's doorbell camera the night she disappeared. A man approximately 5'9" or 5'10" with an average build is how they describe him. Now, authorities have also identified the backpack that the suspect wore. It is a black 25-liter Ozark Trail hiker backpack. Hello, everyone. This is
That's the breaking news. You saw this. This is breaking news.
The search for 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie intensifies as the FBI doubles the reward for information leading to Guthrie's location or an arrest and conviction. The The FBI releasing a description of the suspects.
Between 5'9" and 5'10", average build. They don't say white, black, brown, yellow, polka dot bikini. They don't say that. In the video, he's wearing a backpack. Between 5'9" and 5'10". Average build. Wearing a backpack.
Seen on Guthrie's doorbell camera the night she disappeared. A man approximately 5'9" or 5'10" with an average build is how they describe him. Now, authorities have also identified the
backpack sold at Walmart, Ozark Trail. Case closed. We got you. We got you. You got a backpack. You're 5'9" and a half with an average build and a black backpack. We got you, boy. We got you. Turn yourself in. Turn yourself in. Bring Nancy home. This is the breaking news that we're supposed to believe with Fox News now? This is ludicrous that some people even think that this is adequate for news coverage. Look at this. Look at their stories. Look at their stories. Major lead in the Nancy case, says a retired lieutenant. Crime expert. What could solve the case? Straightforward expert spotlights characteristics in the Guthrie ransom. New details. Guthrie's suspect's backpack was from Walmart. That son of a bitch shopped at Walmart. Is this what we've come to? Oh my God. If you still get your news from there, you need medication. You need medication. Okay? And I hope that you take it. I hope you take it on a regular basis. Because Fox isn't showing this. Fox will not talk about this. Because Rupert Murdoch. Rupert Murdoch. That's a name no one says out loud. But we'll say it here. Rupert Murdoch.
A little more homework. There are 6 men. We went in there for 2 hours. There's millions of files, right? And in a couple of hours, we found 6 men whose names have been redacted, who are implicated in the way that the files are presented.
Is he doing the Gavin Newsom hands? Look at the Gavin Newsom hand. I'll mute it so you don't have to hear him. But watch the Gavin Newsom hands. They screwed the pooch. These guys screwed up big style. They're clowns. The last time I saw 2 clowns like this, it was Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder. Brown guy, white guy. It's the last time I've seen this. And Ro Khanna looks like somebody punched him upside the head. Look at that bruise. He might have banged his head on the headboard. Right? This is crazy, folks. Somebody said they think the shoes were from Payless. Oh my God. OMG. The breaking news is radical. What should be done to this? Should they be held in contempt of Congress? Look at this. 58% of you think they'll be sued. I think they will. Because the names they all named are all like billionaires. See no evil, hear no evil. Yeah, I love the scene where the chick is in the shower and she thinks the dude she's talking to is deaf. Or she thinks she's talking to the blind guy, but he's deaf. And he pretends to be blind. Go watch Stir Crazy. It's a great movie. See no evil, hear no evil. It's a great movie. I can't remember if Gene Wilder was blind or deaf. One of them was blind or deaf, right? I think they get sued beyond well, let's do this. What's this? What should happen? Kicked out of Congress? Sued? Or nothing? Nothing. They're innocent. Nothing. They are innocent. I believe they committed libel. I believe they committed defamation. Gene Wilder was deaf. Okay, gotcha. Here's what's interesting, though. And this is where I think it costs the American people. I got to take this jacket off. I think this is where it costs the American people. They were in an official capacity in Congress. So I believe these billionaires that got named could probably sue the United States government. Let me know in the chat if you, I believe I talked to a lawyer this afternoon about this. I'm not going to say his name. He didn't want his name shared. But I believe they can be sued for contempt of, or because they were in an official capacity, which in turn costs the American taxpayer probably billions. Probably billions. Somebody said make Kentucky pay it. Make India pay it. I think that's where Ro Khanna is from. The American people will pay because they were in an official capacity as members of Congress. The United States government just committed defamation against these people. And I'm going to tell you right now, if it was me, if these guys did that to me, I would be suing their butts off. I would absolutely be suing their freaking hiney holes off. And yes, I said hiney holes. Okay, I would. I know you would. I would hope you do. This is crazy that these people were allowed to get away with this, man. It is absolutely crazy that this is the level of hatred that they have for the Trumpinator. They have that much anger in their heart for the Trumpinator. Want to talk real quick about a sponsor that I got on the channel. Through my partnership with Chapter up here at the top, this audience on this channel has already saved $178,000. I need to update the banner in healthcare costs just by making sure folks were in better Medicare plans. Doesn't cost you a penny. We're trying to get to a $500,000 goal by the end of the year. If we do that, they're going to donate $10,000 to my Guitars for Veterans channel or organization, charity. So if you're on Medicare, if you're about to be, you do not have to wait for the window. Give them a call and they will take care of you. It is free. You don't have to press 1 for English. None of that jazz. Just give them a call. Tell Ben sent you. They'll know because it's a dedicated number just for my audience. Okay. And apparently 6 people from today's show called. Tanya saved $1,700. Big shout out to Tanya. Thank you for the email. I won't share your last name or that you live in Tennessee. Oh, wait, I just did. Sorry, Tanya. Tanya's in Tennessee. Okay. Guys, what these clowns did is criminal. There's no way around this not getting the United States government sued. I hope they sue the United States government. Not because I want my tax dollars to be paying for that, but they need to learn a lesson. They need to learn a lesson. Let me show you something. This is a little, how many of you like Candace Owens? Does anybody like Candace Owens in the chat? I'm sure there's got to be somebody that likes Candace. If you like Candace, type the letter D for desire. Do that, right? If you don't, you can type the word R for retarded. I don't know. But let me know if you like Candace. Ben Shapiro just came out with a special Valentine's Day message for Candace. And it's a warm, heartfelt message for Candace Owens from Ben Shapiro.
I have a very special message today. This one goes out to Candace Owens. I know that you felt very hurt, Candace, that I made a few lighthearted jests about your inability to pronounce basic English and also German words. So hurt that you said I wanted to use the hard R. Candace, I was wrong. Anyone can make a mistake, but I'd bet Brigitte Macron's balls that eventually you will be able to pronounce words like
Blitzkrieg, Macabre, the architecture, posthumously, compartmentalize, kerfluffle.
Oh, but you were right about one thing. I did want to use the hard R. You are retarded.
Ben Shapiro, I've never liked Ben Shapiro. He talks too fast for me. I don't care about his religion. He talks way too fast for me. But I thought that was the funniest thing I'd seen all day. I had to ban a couple of trolls. There we go. We had to ban a couple of trolls. There we go.
Now, either y'all go talk to the long-legged Mac Daddy, tell him to resign.
I love that.
Tell him.
I love that Ben Shapiro calls out Candace Owens with a Valentine's Day special. And he does talk so fast for me. He's like, retarded. I love it. I had to get rid of a couple of trolls. Let me go ahead and show you. I had to flush them. Friday night flushes. Oh, here we go. Okay. Here we go. We got a backhanded compliment in the chat. I love these backhanded compliments in the chat. My hubster, I hope you don't really use that word. That's my hubster likes watching your show. I just thought you were rude and bullish, but I found I really loved you tonight. You were not only telling the absolute truth, you almost cracked me up. I subscribed. Thank you, Sherry. I don't know if Sherry's giving me a compliment or an insult. Sherry, I don't know what to do with this one. Maybe I'll piss you off a bit later, right? Now, I don't know these double compliments. It's weird. I'm not used to compliments, but that one didn't really seem like it. But Ben Shapiro ripped her a new one. Okay, Andy Frisella. He's a big-time business owner. He owns a lot of businesses. There's probably going to be some cussing in here. It's Friday night. Buckle up. Thick skin.
Than most everybody did.
Yeah.
I see the public being intentionally enraged in order to put pressure so that the people can be held accountable. That's what the fuck I see.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I could be wrong. Okay. And that's why I say, hey, you can't count on that.
Yeah.
You have to like do your part to organize and get involved in all these things that we talk about.
In the event that fails.
Correct. The problem is I can't think of another way to do it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I can't think of another way to arrest heads of, government or
without just saying fuck everybody, fuck the optics, don't give a shit. Like
no, because dude, if you don't have the public approval for that, you're the one that ends up getting held accountable. You don't think that Trump knows that?
Hmm.
This isn't like because dude, like if we find out Trump's involved in this,
okay, cool,
wood
easy.
chipper,
Done.
yeah,
Done.
yeah. Like this is not loyalty to anybody. This is me evaluating strategically how you would actually do it in real life. I mean, we all like to say, fucking do it. But if he had come in on the first day and arrested all these people, 90% of the people thought all this shit was fake.
Right.
Okay. And most people have no idea how deep the fraud has been.
Yeah, that's just the iceberg.
Right.
And
And so
the
you
whole
have-
rest of it's underneath.
Right. You
Yeah.
have all these things coming to light at once. And then you look back at like how he handled Venezuela and Greenland and strategically pretty much guaranteed like that no country can like be in control of what happens after that, something like to me, dude, you don't think that Trump knows that like if he fucking did this, that he would go down in history as the greatest president of all time? You don't think he fucking knows that?
Yeah,
And by the
sure,
way,
so.
I've seen other people saying this shit now.
Yeah, what's
Okay.
that?
Saying what I'm saying right now,
Yeah.
that this is a strategic play. But let's just remember who said it first when nobody was fucking saying shit.
Yeah.
Whenever, because now we're starting to see other people with podcasts
Oh, I get it.
who are
now.
very
Yeah.
popular.
Did Trump plan this out perfectly? 96% are saying yes. 4% saying no. I'm going to keep an eye on this poll right here. Sorry for the language, but we're adults here. We should be, right? Andy Frisella, very powerful guy, owns multiple large businesses. The way that I believe this kind of worked, I believe him and Elon Musk talked. He's like, hey, Elon, I need you to accuse me of being in the files. Elon's like, really, dude? Really? You want me to do that? Trump's like, yeah, just watch. Hold my Diet Coke. He's like, hold my Diet Coke. You accuse me of being in the list. All the Democrats are going to beg for the release of the files. All the rhinos are going to show themselves. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Thomas Massey, Steve Bannon. We'll talk about Steve Bannon. All the rhinos are going to show themselves. Then Trump's like, I'll be forced to release the files. Or they think they're forcing me to release the files. Are you tracking right now? Trump releases the files. Do you think he knew what was in the files before he released it? Okay, so we agree that he knew. Trump will be like, it's like Brer Rabbit. Don't throw me in the briar patch. Brer Rabbit, you're going in the briar patch. No, not the briar patch. So they throw him into the briar patch. They release the files. They trickle it out just a little. And then they magically release the one document. There was one document, kind of like Lord of the Rings, where they had the ring and all they had to do was put it in the volcano. Do you remember that? They had the one ring to rule them all. And if they would have just thrown the ring into the volcano at the very beginning, the movie would have taken 30 seconds. There would have been no part 1, no part 2, no part 3, no part 7. It would have been a 15-second movie. Frodo and Bilbo are back smoking the pipe, right? That's the way this works. They released the one document. Let me show you this. I'll go ahead and throw this at you. Check this out.
Mr. Frodo, why don't we just take the Eagle straight to Mount Doom? That actually makes sense.
Roll the credits. Roll the credits. Saved 9 hours of your life. And $200 on soda and popcorn. So think about it. Trump rolls out the one document. Hey, yeah, I was the one that called law enforcement. I'm the one that reported Jethro Steen. I'm the one that reported Jethro and Ghislanistan. If you don't see that as the whole game, Trump has been making deals with the mafia for 50 years, 60 years. Trump has been making deals with the mob, the mafia, crime bosses, Democrats for 50 or 60 years in New York. Trump's dad made deals with Al Capone. Trump's dad made deals with Jimmy Hoffa, the Teamsters. Trump's dad made deals with the Kennedys. I'll say that one again. Trump's dad made deals with the Kennedys. As a lawyer, I got a really good friend. He's a lawyer. He says you never ask a question in court that you don't know the answer to. Do you think Donald Trump released documents that he didn't know what they contained? Do you think he is that dumb? I'm going to give this to my brother from another mother. God bless America in the chat. Says the art of the deal. The art of the deal. And I've got to give Trump a big one.
Amen. Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka. This was entirely planned, or it would have been a 15-second movie.
Mr. Frodo, why don't we just take the Eagle straight to Mount Dewell? That actually makes sense.
The end. 9 hours of your life back. 9 hours of your life back. Wildfire says, there's too many zeros on that. I'm a redneck from lower Alabama. I don't know how many zero. What does that mean? A quadrillion percent? I don't know what this is. That's a lot. Just a lot. 95% of you say Trump planned it out perfectly. I'm kind of thinking he planned this out. I'm kind of thinking he allowed Mamdani to be elected to show people just how bad socialism is. Give them a little taste. That's what I think happened. And I think it's going to be. Think about this. None of us realized how good Trump was until we got Biden. Would you agree with that? Would anybody agree with that? I think we didn't realize how good Trump was until we had Biden. And then we're all begging for Trump back. Come on back, Daddy. Daddy Don, come on back. Think about it. Look at this. You're going to love this. You're going to love this. Epstein survivor caught lying. Did we just talk about this yesterday? Did I say this? Yeah. I think I said this yesterday, that the Epstein survivors, quote, survivors, were adults. They were adults. And if you're an adult transporting kids, you're not a victim anymore. You're a trafficker. Okay? This is all lies. Jess Michael says, Pam Bondi not once apologized to us. Really? The internet's forever, ladies. Ladies. And you were women.
As that moment was happening. So one of the things I was thinking in that moment is that it is such a simple act to turn around and say, I apologize for the terrible job our DOJ did in releasing, that is something that is completely inappropriate. To take responsibility for that, for the damage they did to us, not to state it as, yes, we understand damage was done. No, to us. It was such a simple thing. And it's something we teach children, to take accountability, to recognize when you've made a mistake and you just apologize for it. So there wasn't even an adult in the room that could apologize for the damage done to children and girls.
I want to take a moment to acknowledge the Epstein survivors who are here today. I'm a career prosecutor, and despite what the ranking member said, I have spent my entire career fighting for victims, and I will continue to do so. I am deeply sorry for what any victim has been through, especially as a result of that monster. If you have any information to share with law enforcement about anyone who has hurt you or abused you, the FBI is waiting to hear from you. I want you to know that any accusations of criminal wrongdoing will be taken seriously and investigated.
Bondi apologized to them for nothing that she did. She didn't take them to the island. She did not recruit them to the island. I'm sick of the victim mentality. I'm sick of the victim mentality. Because this same traveling group of 6 women and a dude, Virginia Roberts, I think's brother-in-law and sister, they are making a lot of money all this because one of them works for an organization paid and funded by Soros. They are pimping these women out again. Actually, the women are pimping themselves out. I don't know which one's going to come out with a book first or a movie, but I smell a movie, a mini series on Lifetime, and at least 2 books. That's what I think. No such thing as a former dancer or former fishing lady. No such thing as former. Oh, okay. I like that. Wait a second. What about Stormy Daniels? Was she credible? How credible was she? The truth ran deep with Stormy Daniels. Joe says they're trolling for more cash. I'm sure they went through some hard stuff. I do. I believe that. I got a cough drop. But when I sit there watching this House Judiciary Committee unfold, when I sit there watching that, I couldn't help but feel a little bit of vindication. Because Bondi single-handedly held the line facing down a room of rabid wackos. And in one little trap, she flipped the entire script. She defended her department. She laid bare a deliberate trap, one so genius that it will redefine accountability in Washington. Because they gave all the Congress people a laptop with the files on it and with a ability to search the files. And when they searched the files, all of the keystrokes on the laptop were recorded. All the keystrokes were recorded. And by doing so, the laptops at the end were gathered up and taken back. When they took the laptops back, they could see who searched for what. And numerous people in Congress searched for their own names. And by searching for their own name, they basically said, hey, I'm guilty. I took some money from Jethro Steen. He funded my campaign. This was a beautiful, beautiful trap. What does this say? Yeah, they went over there at the youngest one was 19 years old. 19. I think you're an adult when you're 19, because I know I was whenever I joined the Navy. Right? I was an adult at that age. I could have died for my country at that age. You're starting to pick up the game now? Are you starting to understand the game? It's pretty good. And if you don't think the Biden administration, Merrick Garland, basically scrub these documents, you're joking. You're joking. Thomas Massey just came out and posted a tweet. Says, I'm not suicidal. I eat healthy food. The brakes on his car and truck are in good shape. I practice good trigger discipline. Never point a gun at anyone, including myself. There's a double space there between including. See the double space? That's a double space. That's a double space on a keystroke. That's intentional because this is from a phone. That's intentional. There are no deep pools of water on my farm, and I'm a pretty good swimmer. Why would he do this? Is this guy that much of a loser? Is he this much of a loser? He's in duress. He's in panic mode. Do you think Massey is on the run now? Is him and Nancy Guthrie going to be on Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous? Let's do this. Is Thomas Massey on the run from the truth? I think Massey is cooked. If he costs the taxpayer money because of this lawsuit, I'll donate a retirement check to his opponent. I will donate a retirement check to his opponent to get this dude's butt right out of jail. Or out of office, sorry. Let's go here. I got to talk about this. Does anybody think it's odd that TMZ has got all these damn emails? Huh? Why is TMZ getting emails from the alleged captor? What? Why? Why would they always email TMZ? TMZ's involvement, extremely bizarre. Yeah, he prefers the current state of Nancy Guthrie. I'm convinced you guys are the ones who kidnapped her. Did TMZ? Oh, God, this is funny. That's a good meme. Harvey Levine. Did he take this lady? Wow. That's a good meme right there. I like that meme. I'm going to have to like this one. Somebody even says, hey, Grok, does it seem odd that TMZ seems to be blurring the lines between reporting on the story being part of the story? I think Fox News has tried to be part of the story. Nobody's talked about the family from Alabama. The entire family's missing. Mom and 2 kids missing. No one's talked about it except here. Roll Tide, Alabama. It can appear that way when outlets receive direct tips, effectively becoming part of the story. TMZ has gotten 3 emails demanding Bitcoin. What? This is so weird, dudes and dudettes. So weird in the chat. So weird. I don't know what to believe right now with this whole crap. I really don't know what to believe. Let's go here. President spoke. It's kind of like he spoke. We got to read it. The Democrats refused to vote for voter ID, citizenship, or citizenship. The reason's very simple. They want to continue to cheat in elections. It's not what our founders desired. I've searched the depths of legal arguments not yet articulated or vetted on this subject, and will be presenting an irrefutable one in the very, very near future. There will be voter ID for the midterm elections, whether approved by Congress or not. I want to read that sentence again. There will be voter ID for the midterm elections, whether approved by Congress or not. Let me ask you this. This is just my mind in paradise. I'm going to start a poll here. I'm going to surprise you with this poll question. Drum roll for the poll question. Let me go here. I need to get the drum roll ready for the poll question. Drum roll. Where's the drum roll? Let me see. I thought I had a drum roll set up here. I've got a drum roll. You're gonna love this one. Oh, I usually talk and type because I'm retarded. Let's do this. Will Trump let's go here. Here's the poll question for you. Little drum roll. Little drum roll. You ready for that? Will Trump use the military at polling stations? He says in his tweet, there will be voter ID at the midterms. Does he put ICE and the military at polling stations? We saw Black Lives Matter doing that, the Black Panthers. The Democrats have been using the kilo people for years. There will be voter ID for the midterms, whether approved by Congress or not. Also, the people of our country are insisting on citizenship, no mail-in ballots with the exceptions of military, disability, illness, or travel. Basically, disability and illness is the entire Democrat Party. I'm just kidding. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I think we're seeing a little bit of, I think we're seeing it happen, guys. Would you be opposed if you walked up to a polling station to vote, your voter booth? Would it bother you if law enforcement, ICE, or the military were there? Would it bother you? One, it would make you poop your pants. 2, you don't care, you welcome it. If yes, it bothers you, type yes. If no, type no. I think if it bothers you, you shouldn't be voting. It doesn't bother me when I drive by a fire truck because I'm not on fire. It doesn't bother me when I drive by a police car because I'm not a criminal. It doesn't bother me. Well, it does bother me when I drive by drag queens because I think they're staring at my anus. That's what I think. I think they're staring at my anus. And I don't want them to stare at my anus. I have a tattoo on my back on my butt that says exit only. I don't want them to do that. Okay? Didn't they pass the SAVE Act? It went through Congress. It hasn't made it through the Senate. I do think that it's about to get close because of, where is that? Where did that go? I've got one right here for you. You're going to love this. I don't like her, but Senator Collins just became the 50th senator to sign on. So we got 50. You and your butt. Yeah, I got an exit only tattoo on my right butt cheek. Actually, it could be my left. I got to look back there. I can't remember. Senator Collins just changed to a yes. I think it's a good move. She knows she knows she has to. Her career was at risk. Yeah, she's a loser. Her career should be at risk. She has been an anti-Trump battle axe 90% of her life. Or as long as Trump's been in there. Let's grab some super chats here. I really want to say thank you to everybody that's donated. A lot of the money for, I mailed out the guitar this morning. The Baby Taylor is gone. The Baby Taylor is gone. This is my Martin. Baby Taylor gone. Mailed it, Nebraska. Marine Corvette, Semper Fi, Nebraska. Guitar's on its way. It costs a little bit of money to mail it. I'll just tell you that. I don't want to split hairs, but all the super chats and memberships help the channel pay for that. $5 from Tom and Bella. $2 from Demon of Cybertron. I'm more ashamed it was Kayleigh McEnany. They're talking heads. their pretty faces with cocktail dresses on. Fox News is nothing but beautiful women with nice legs and cocktail dresses. That is Fox News. With the exception of Jesse Waters and Greg Gutfeld, the rest of the show is trash. Trash. Gutfeld, Jesse Waters, actually Trace Gallagher, but now he's out there with the Nancy crap. Congress gets away with slander, speech, and debate. They're not going to get away with it because you're going to pay for it. They're not getting away with it. We'll pay for it. We will be sued for this. $10. TDA strong in this area. What is TDA? What is TDA? TDA strong in this area. They do this in their country. That doesn't happen here. I don't know what TDA is. Trump deranged anger? I don't know. Help me out with that one. I love Stir Crazy. Great movie. Go watch it. Amarillo by Morning. Who sang that? Was that Clint Black? I think Clint Black sang Amarillo by Morning. No. Don Williams sang Living on Tulsa Time. Who sang Tyrus is good. I like Tyrus. Amarillo by Morning. Was it Clint Black or was it? Oh, it's George Strait. Okay, gotcha. Sean Hannity. Somebody just said Sean Hannity's good. Yeah, Sean Hannity's so good. I don't want to offend you, but I don't care. Sean Hannity's trash. Let's go here. $3 from Jan Cott. Thank you for the super sticker. Trevor, $20 for the bets. For the vets. Ben, you're the best. Thank you. Trevor, I am a horrible human being. You don't even know me very well. Hey, Ben, if Ben and Candace has been on a roll regarding Erica Kirk, great show. I like Candace. She knows how to put pressure on people. She doesn't mess around when it comes to exposing corruption. What has Candace actually exposed, Lady Trucker? Let me know there. Love to understand what Candace has exposed. Other than, I think Candace is hard R. I think she's hard R and she hasn't exposed anything. She's victim shaming a woman that her husband died and her kids don't have a father. And she's a disgusting, vile piece of trash. That's what I think of Candace Owens. You wanted my question. You wanted my opinion. Go for it. Waylon, thank you. Or Warlane, thank you for a new member. Always try to get 5 new members on the channel. I need 5 new members tonight. J-Rod, Trump is all about timing on his watch. Thank you. Bear Trap about to snap. No more BS. Thank you. There is no such thing as a former stripper or former streetwalker. Love it. Trump and Elon played everyone just like Trump and MTG is as well. No, Marjorie Taylor Greene is a Trump deranged. I call her Marjorie Trader Green. Marjorie Trader Garbage can go back to the trailer park or the lot. I think Marjorie Trader Green's a lot lizard. That's what I think. Finn Lane, thank you. Proud of you, sir. Member for 9 months. God bless you. A lot of people watching over on Rumble tonight. Kick, X, Twitch, Facebook. Thank you all. Big shout out. Guthrie Op is a distraction. Squirrel. I need an audio clip that just says squirrel. Need that. Somebody find that for me. God is good all the time. $2. Thank you so much. Andrea Gleason, $20. Thank you so much, Andrea. Wildfire, 128. There was a song about wildfire. It was about a horse. There was a song about wildfire. Some woman had a pony named Wildfire. Who sang that song? Song called Wildfire. Who sang that? Michael Martin Murphy. The song's narrative tells of a homesteader who, trapped in a blizzard, believes she's being called by the ghost of a young woman on her horse called Wildfire to join her death. The piano and intro and outro are based on a composition. I knew there was a song called Wildfire. Damn it, I got to listen to that. I want to listen to it right now, but I can't because they will. Here, let me read you the first verse. She comes down from the yellow mountain on a dark, flat land she rides. On a pony she named Wildfire with a whirlwind by her side. On a cold Nebraska night, and then there's some music. Oh, they say she died one winter when there came a killing frost, and the pony she named Wildfire busted down his stall in a blizzard. She was lost. She ran calling wildfire, calling wildfire, calling wildfire. So by the dark of the moon, there came an early snow. Been a hoot owl howling outside my window now about 6 nights in a row. She's coming home for me, I know, and on wildfire, we're both gonna go. We'll be riding wildfire, riding wildfire, riding wildfire. On wildfire, we're gonna ride, gonna leave sod busted behind, get the hard terms right out of our minds, riding wildfire. So the horse saved her from the blizzard. Wildfire. Thank you very much. Great introduction for Wildfire there.
Amen.
Thank you.
Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka.
The song was sang by Michael Martin Murphy, February 1st, 1975. A few months before I was born. My truck is in 1975. I'm going to jam on some Michael Martin Murphy tomorrow night, or maybe after this show. Maybe I'll learn how to play that on my guitar. Eunice, 5 memberships gifted. Thank you, member. Eunice. Mike, 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. MTG is a blue falcon. She is a giant bird. She is a giant bird. It's on Pandora. Somebody's listening to it right now. I hate you. I want to listen to it. Wildfire. It's a good song. It's about the horse saving the girl from freezing. What a great story. She died, froze to death. Damn it. Did she really die or did the horse save her? Damn it. If she dies now, I'm going to be sad. I'm going to be sad about this one. Here, let's talk about something big. Any of you know how big an Abrams tank is?
All of the equipment you need. We're also purchasing 30 new and modified Abrams tanks. Still the best tank, right? Still? It was named in honor of Stacey Abrams. Only a few very political people would understand that. Congratulations. Thank you very much for a great name, Stacey. But brand new.
It's because Stacey Abrams is as big as a tank and has a gap in her teeth you could probably park a tank in front of. I would like to see her put a cigarette between her teeth, a Newport. Actually, hold on. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Do any of you collect these things? Turret teeth? Do any of you collect stuff like this? What do they call this stuff from like the old days? What do you call this? Does any of you collect this? They call this memorabilia or nostalgia. Americana, I think is what they call it. Americana. Do any of you collect Americana? Alive with pleasure. Newports. Any of you collect this? Maybe I'll send this to somebody. Let me send this to a random member. I'm going to pick a random member and send this to one of you. Right? If you're a member on the channel, I'm going to send this to one of you tonight. Okay? Asbestos filters. Oh, those are okay. Those are not bad for you, right? Grimwrath wants it. John Gray says he wore his Newport sunglasses. What? You look good in some Newport sunglasses. Newports. Got me some Newports. Some of you might have preferred Cools or what's it? Salem's, right? Salem's, Camels. Barn wall covered with those. Stacey Abrams could eat corn through a picket fence. Wow. Memorabilia or Americana? I don't know what it's called, but I picked that up at some like antique store and I thought it was cute or cool. I don't know if I like the word cute. Let's go here. I know a lot of you guys don't like this guy. It makes me like him more because some of you don't like him.
All right, moving on. So again, yeah, the Epstein files are out there, elated that they are, because now you can see what everyone else saw. President Trump signed this piece of legislation. It's out there. Again, did everything go swimmingly with this? No, folks. If you're waiting for me to sit here and tell you all the time, everything was great all the time. My whole first show, I've now covered this now 3 times as the news breaks on it. And you see some of the stuff that we saw that's out there. I covered in the first show, or was it the first or maybe the second show? I'm not sure, but last week, you can go look. I covered a tweet by the great Mike Davis, an amazing attorney, where he covered what the problems were initially, grand jury material, other things like that, CSAM type material that was there that, it's not even, you're not going to put that out there. However, there were some problems. That's what led to a lot of these debates. Now that it's out there, I'm elated because you can see everything. You deserve to see everything at this point. The case has national attention because it's a really tragic, disgusting, horrific case that rightfully so has encompassed the American public's mind for a long time, me included. But it's weird how the liberal media people, after President Trump signed the bill, the legislation, that's just a fact. How we got there, you can argue about all day. You can. But all they wanted was accountability. And then all of a sudden, I got tons of tweets about this in text last night. One of them from a friend said, Dan, you were right again. Look who's back. Guy, you remember the fixer? Guy knew right away. I said, Guy, title this thing The Fixer. He knew right away. Remember Obama's fixer, his lawyer in the White House, one of them, Catherine Rumler? Catherine Rumler was a player in just about every Obama administration scandal. I don't have time for it today, but if you go back and just put it in the search engines, you'll see some of the Rumble shows in the past. We covered this at length. Benghazi, the IRS scandal, the Secret Service scandal. Rumler's in the middle of all of it. All of it. So we used to call her the fixer, Catherine Rumler. Now, again, folks, everybody has the constitutional right to speak out and defend themselves. I'm just telling you, where is the demands for accountability for?
Yeah, Obama's lawyer was involved with Epstein. Obama's lawyer represented Epstein. Somebody said in the chat that if you like Bongino, type 1 for yes. If you don't, type 2. If you like Bongino, I'll share Bongino clips. I don't want to share anything that you don't like. If you don't like them, somebody said Dan's a quitter, whiner, seems like possibly just wants the big dollars. I think Dan's got some health problems. If you notice, Dan's lost a lot of weight. He's a cancer survivor. I think he had something carcinoma. I forget the name of it. I think he had some kind of melanoma, carcinoma, something like that. I like Bongino. I don't think Dan was prepared for the corruption that he walked into. That's what I believe. Wow, sheiks. Yeah. A lot of ones in there. Oh, lymphoma. Okay, lymphoma. Ben, the girl died in the song? Thanks for ruining the song. No, damn, that's sad. I'm going to have to listen to it. We have horses. My daughter has horses. The other song that I thought about today, and I know this is completely off topic, but it's Friday night, so I don't care. Let me see here. Let me see here if I can find this other song. The song was called, what was the name of the song? Somebody will know this. I'm going to read the lyrics. Oh, yeah. Here we go. I'm going to read the lyrics to this one. I think, I don't know if y'all like this whole reading the lyrics thing, but I'm kind of a music guy. Here we go. Let me know if you know this song. Let me know if you know this one. And if you know who this was written by, I'm just going to say you're a good person. You're a good. If you know who this was written by, the first person that knows who wrote this song, I will I'll probably break off some free memberships. Here we go. The song made it to number 2. It never made it to number 1. I was just out of the service thumbing through the classifieds when an ad that said old Chevy caught my eye. The lady didn't know the year or even if it ran, but I had $1,000 in my hand. It was way back in the corner of this old ramshackle barn with 30 years of dust and dirt on that green army tarp. And when I pulled the cover off, it took away my breath. What she called a Chevy was a 66 Corvette. I felt a little guilty as I counted out the bills. What a thrill I got when I sat behind the wheel. I opened up the glove box, and that's when I found the note. The date was 1966, and this is what he wrote. He said, "My name is Private Andrew Malone, and if you're reading this, then I didn't make it home. But for every dream that's shattered, another one comes true. This car was once a dream of mine. Now it belongs to you. And though you may take her and make her your own, you'll always be riding with Private Malone." Well, it didn't take me long at all. I had her running good. I love to hear those horses thunder underneath her hood. I had her shining like a diamond and put the rag top down. All the pretty girls would stop and stare as I drove her through town. I get that when I'm in my truck. All the girls like flash me and stuff, right? They always do. I'm like, no, put those away. The buttons on the radio didn't seem to work right, but I picked up that oldie show, especially late at night. I'd get the feeling sometimes if I turned real quick, I'd see a soldier riding shotgun in the seat right next to me. It was a young man named Private Andrew Malone who fought for his country and never made it home. But for every dream that's shattered, another one comes true. This car was once a dream of his back when it was new. He told me to take her and make her my own, and I was proud to be riding with Private Malone. Well, one night it was raining hard and I took the curve too fast. I still don't remember much about that fiery crash. Someone said they thought they saw a soldier pull me out. They didn't get his name, but I know without a doubt it was a young man named Private Andrew Malone who fought for his country and never made it home. But for every dream that's shattered, another one comes true. This car was once a dream of his back when it was new. And now I know I wouldn't be here if he hadn't tagged along. Yeah, that night I was riding with Private Malone. Oh, thank God I was riding with Private Malone. David Ball only made it to number 2. Some people say it was because it was about a Vietnam veteran. Riding with Private Malone. Hell of a song. David Ball. David Ball. Let's see. I can't play much of it because they'll copyright this crap, right? They will. They'll copyright it. Private Malone. There we go. Let's go. Private Andrew Malone. Private Andrew Malone. There you go. I don't know if you cared for that, but whatever. If you liked it, you liked it. If you didn't, you left. So there you go. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Thank you for watching. Whatever. Shout out to the Ben in chat. Camelot 331. What the F? We've got Camelot. We have a superstar in the mix. We have a hold on. Hold the front door. I got to show something right here. I'm a shower, not a grower. Let me show this. I've got to show this. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. I'll show this. Camelot 331. If you don't know, you better go check out his channel. I would say he's a brother from another mother, and he is 100% Roll Tide. He's from Alabama. He's a YouTuber. He's got a great channel. I'll say Cam Cody for the rest of you, is a damn good human being and a great American. And I want to show you something here. And if there are any NASCAR fans in the chat, type yes. Type yes if you're a NASCAR fan. Because if you are, you're about to be very happy here with what I'm going to show you. Oh, here we go. Right here. Let's go. Right there. Let's see what we got. I went up to Kansas City Motor Speedway. I don't know who this dude is, but I took a picture of him. I don't know who these people are either, but they're my kind of people. This is Kansas City Motor Speedway. I don't know why I took a picture of that. There's my buddy Cody Dennison. Camelot 331. Right there. Go check his channel out. That's Ben Dykes on the right. Cody Dennison on the left. Driving the Timcast truck. Okay? What do you think about that? Down in the pits. There's Cody Dennison. And this guy over here, I forget his name. He's a Marine Corps vet. I helped him with his VA stuff. With his VA stuff. Great dude. And Cam will know his name. We were down in the pits huffing gas, smoking cigars. That's what we were doing. Okay? Cam, I had a great day. That's a man that's probably upset about something or pissed off. But man, it was a good time. And oh yeah, driving the Ford. First on race day, baby. First on race day. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? Go check out Camelot 331's channel. Camelot 331 in the channel or on YouTube. It's easy. Race truck. Now, it's not as fast as my race truck, but it's a good race truck, right? He's got a fast race truck. Yeah, my race truck has got a 302. That probably had like a 5,000 horse jacket or what do you call it? Not jacket. Engine. Here, let me show you my race truck. You want to see a real race truck? There you go. There's my race truck. That's how rednecks do it. That's how the rednecks do it, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Timcast as in Tim Pool. Yeah, absolutely. Cody drives the Timcast car. Cam, you want to jump on the channel? I'll send you a link. If you want to jump on, I'll send you an invite. Let's go. What's the easiest way to send it to you, Cody? Let's see here. Here, let's do this. I think that worked. There we go. Why won't it send? I don't know why that won't send through. I don't know why it won't send. Damn it, I'm a redneck and I don't understand this. Let's go here. Cody. Oh, I tell you what, I'll send it to you on X. Duh, I'm dumb. Damn, I'm dumb. I am an absolute goofball. Here, let's do this. Let's do here. Camelcast official. Got that big gut flowing up there in that profile picture. There you go. I just sent it to you. Cody, if you want to join up, man, feel free. I know you probably I know you're probably busy. You're probably out racing. Rubbing ain't racing. Let's see here. 302 Chevelle. I race at Phoenix in a few weeks. Pumped. Cody, I sent you the link on X. You're welcome to jump on. I just sent it to you, okay? Feel free. 302 Chevelle. No, mine's a 302 Ford is what I've got. 302 is what I've got in my Ford pickup. It's a 75 Ford, 75. Awesome thinking under pressure. What does that say? USN. God bless America. Thank you very much. God bless America. Here, let me hit you with America. Wake up, America. Wake up, America. There you go. That's a good one for you. Cody, if you want to join in, I sent it to you. You're more than welcome to join, man. I'd love to have you jump on and talk some race cars. Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. I think that's the only song Tracy Chapman has ever actually recorded. I think Tracy Chapman's concerts, she plays Fast Car 17 times and calls it a show. I think that's how it happens. Oh, okay. He said his show starts at 10. No problem, Cody. Gotcha. No problem. Sean's a fence rider. I don't know which Sean we're talking about. No problem. Cody, I'll catch you in the next one, brother. No problem at all. No problem at all. You know what we do here, though? Do you know what we do here? This is what we do here, ladies and gentlemen. This is where the rednecks come out and play. This is where the rednecks. It's like the Thriller video where all the zombies come out and dance in the street, except we got the rednecks. And you don't mess with rednecks because we'll get you in the bathroom, in the creek, in the back of the truck, on the bench seat, in the Nova. Rednecks drive Novas. I had a Nova for a long time. I had a Chevy 2. Let's do this. Let's do this. Cody, we will set something up. Cue the banjos. Ba-da-ding, ding, ding, ding. There we go. Your mama loves banjos. Political obsolete. Your mama loves banjos. Your mama loves a lot of stuff. I could listen to Fast Car 17 times. Really? I don't know about Tracy Chapman's a good artist. I will give her that. Great artist. Uh-oh. Hold up. Let me see. Hold on. When that person calls, I have to do that. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Lines are open 615-475-7864. Let's go. Bobby, Tennessee, Private Malone. What do you think?
Hey, man, I nailed that one, man. David Ball. We all know David Ball in my line of work.
Great singer.
Yes. All right. A couple of points I want to make. Then I want to get to what I really want to say. I'm gonna make it fast. If you're gonna do Wildfire, man, that's a piano song.
Oh, it's a piano
it's
song.
Complicated.
Okay.
Yes. But I have a lot of Facebook where I sing and play that song on guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Go look it up and record it.
Okay.
Because it'll show you all the chords to simplify it for you.
I sure will.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Now, Thomas Massey.
Oh God.
Road Connor. This is what I really wanted to say.
All right.
These idiots were holding out. Remember, he had 20 names he wanted to read off.
Make it quick. I got Cody about to jump
All
on.
All right. Well, that list got shortened. Those were the donors he was trying to squeeze for money to help him get reelected. They told him to go screw off.
He was trying to hillbilly mail him. He was trying to white.
You damn right he was.
He was going to hillbilly mail him. Take care, brother. God bless America. What's up, redneck?
Whole bunch nut, man, just trying to survive out here in this wild ass world.
Dude, chat. This is Cody Dennison. Redneck at heart. Don't let the beautiful face fool you. Okay. He's got a face for radio. Cody, what you want to talk about, man? I showed you pictures of Timcast, dude.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Dude, that was a great time. That was probably my favorite race last year because I got a bunch of cool people came like you. And I had a flat tire in the race, but we did pretty well. And I enjoyed it. And I'm excited to get back to it, man. I'm really, really pumped. But I figured I'd come on for a few minutes and talk to you before my show started. So
how is everything going? You said you're headed to Phoenix. Is that right?
Yeah. So we got Phoenix in about 3 weeks.
Okay.
And then we got Talladega.
Oh, Roll Tide. Yeah. And that's like Mecca for rednecks.
Yeah. It's like holy ground. It's like hollowed ground,
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that. And we're working on getting more sponsorship together and like trying to fill in the gaps. Cause when that shooting thing happened with Tim, he kind of took a step back a little bit. So he's waiting a little bit to jump back in, and that's fine. I don't mind at all. He's supported me so damn much. But we're looking for some more stuff. And so I started a program where like, basically if people just come onto my show or Venmo me like $100, I'll put their name on the car. And we got about 22 in the last day. So it's been pretty cool.
I'm putting my name on the car, dude. I'm putting my name on the car. I know that people in my chat would love to see the Ben Dyke show on a NASCAR.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
I can't think of anything more Alabama than that. God.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing for a long time, and then I ended up racing, like being in the car, and I was like, I guess I'll just do this instead.
Are you still doing truck series, or are you doing what's the next one?
It's they call it O'Reilly's now, but I still call it Xfinity. But
Okay, Xfinity.
I can't help it. No, yeah, I'm gonna dabble in everything a little bit this year, but it just depends on funding, right? So I got companies coming on like every other day or every 3 days, in small ways to kind of help us get, across the line. And I'm not one of those guys. Like it's a different world nowadays. Almost everybody in the garage, and it's nothing against them at all. I would do the same shit, but everybody in the garage they're real wealthy. Their parents are wealthy, so they just get to race. Like they pay money in the race, and I'm
silver spoons.
Right. And I grew up in the trailer park, man. So I'm reaching out to people. I'm, stuff like that. And I've been able to go real far over 2 years full time. So it's been real fun, man. I'm excited and I can't wait to get back to it and go in circles a little bit.
Cody, people don't understand. I grew up on a red clay dirt road raised by my grandma and grandpa.
Yep.
Because my parents were kids when they had me and they were poor. I grew up like I was Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn, man. I grew up on the river. And you grew up poor too. Yeah. You don't live very far from the trailer park you grew up in, did you?
No, it's my parents still live there, man.
I mean,
and they won't leave. I tried to help them leave, and they're like, no, we're content here now because we've been here so long. I'm like, well, all right.
I love where I come from. Because it keeps you real, it keeps you humble. I think it allows you to appreciate more of what you got.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, when you were working, for anybody that doesn't know, Cody started out working at freaking GameStop. Is that right?
Yeah, 11 years, man.
11 years at GameStop, dealing with neckbeards and raging gamer addicts. I'm assuming you probably had to control yourself from not throat punching some of these people.
And middle-aged white women.
Karens.
Dude, they are I don't know what it was, but you could just look at them wrong and tell them that Mario Kart doesn't exist on the Xbox, and they'll want to fight your ass.
Did you think when you were working at GameStop, I called it GameBox, GameStop. Did you think working at GameStop and you're like, man, they got a cool NASCAR game over there. One day I'm going to be on the game because your car is in the game.
Yes, sir. It's right here.
Cody, I got to buy one just for, I don't even have a PlayStation, but I got to buy one just because of that.
My dumb ass right there. Yep.
So does it bother you? Does it bother you or does it drive you? Because I get critics in the chat that are like, Ben's a fake veteran and all this other kind of crap. I'm like, whatever. You don't know my history. Does it drive you to prove something? What is that like, Cody?
Maybe. I think I'm like the opposite of a lot of people. Negativity just makes me more excited and more driven. Now, negativity in like a way that's not realistic. Like obviously, if I'm like stomped a baby, the negativity would mean something. But, it's all like just random garbage and it just fuels me and makes me want to go harder. And, I can draw parallels to, I'm older, I'm 36. So when I was in my 20s, I was married all the way throughout my 20s. And I was at the dead end GameStop doing nothing with life, dreaming big, but kind of realizing there were dreams and not going to happen. And then my ex-wife suddenly, when I was 26, she just was like, I'm gone, right? I'm gone. And, nothing against her. It was just a thing that happened. She was gone. So, it like ignited something inside me. And I was like, I'm going to do everything I can to be successful in these different avenues. And I started YouTube immediately. And then it took off. And then I started racing. Like I just bought a car, started racing. And, there's the haters are just mounting. I'm getting swatted and stuff. And I started racing, met some NASCAR folks and just started climbing the ladder slowly over the course of like 6-7 years. And, it just continues to fuel me. And then this year I assumed I was done because, like Tim's like, hey, I'm at the pause for just a little bit. And I'm like, that's fine, man. And then people just stepped up immediately when I was like, I think I'm done, but whatever. People just started stepping up out of nowhere and messaging me and trying to like get on the horse. And just the hate fuels me for sure.
Cody, I think that is great, man. I think it's great. Let me, somebody made a comment here that I really want to grab. I bet people are pissed. I bet people at GameStop are pissed because you've made it. Have you ever gotten anything like from GameStop corporate, GameStop? I mean, I'm assuming the people on the boots on the ground with you, they're like, man, that's freaking awesome. But I'm sure there's got to be some animosity somewhere.
Right? Yeah, every time I've went into a store, which is very rarely, but every time I went into a store, people always shake my hand and say they love me. People that work there. Now, as far as leadership, I released a conference call in 2020. It was like March.
Yeah.
And it had all the like presidents and stuff on it. And they were kind of like scolding employees over COVID and shutting down, and if they were going to get paid and whatnot. And the corporate people were like, no, you're not going to get paid. Sorry. And I released that, and the I think it was either the vice president or the president over the EB Games Canada, struck my channel personally, struck my channel. And then immediately I just fired back. And then that was the end of it. Once you send it back, they have to sue you.
Right. It has to go to that next level.
Yeah. And they didn't do anything. And then 3 days later, GameStop in Canada and in America closed all their doors 3 days later after I released that call.
I love that.
And so many employees were messaging me like, you're the GOAT. And I'm like, yeah.
I love it, dude. See, I do a lot with my channel. I started learning guitar about a year ago. I wish I would have done it earlier in life. And I did it because I needed a release from being like a vet and dealing with PTSD. So I started learning guitar. And full disclosure, my cousin is John Anderson, country music singer, swangin', right?
Yeah.
So he put me in contact with somebody to take some lessons, stuff like that. And then I was talking to a buddy of mine that's a vet. He's like, man, I'd love to play guitar. And I had a spare guitar, and I was just like, I gave it to him. And this guy was kind of like, he needed some mental relief. So since then, now I just sent out another guitar today. I think I've sent 11 guitars to different vets all around the country. Awesome. I know, man. So I use a lot of super chats and memberships to do that, but I want to try to help you and in turn put my name on your channel, on your, not channel, car. Yeah. Car.
Yeah, dude, that would be,
and I will absolutely love it, dude. And man, I love seeing other people succeed when I know where they came from. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what I really appreciate. And I appreciate how real you keep it on your channel. And I'm assuming girlfriend, fiance, or am I hearing bells, or what are we hearing there?
Oh shit, I don't know, man. We're just floating through life trying to enjoy it, you know what I'm saying? But
good for you. She seems like a good one.
She's cool as hell. Yeah. She's basically just like me. But what it boils down to, man, is a lot of people, a lot of haters that, it's you work really hard to get to a place, right? And I went real hard. I lost everything a year ago. Not the only thing I didn't lose was my house, because I didn't realize how expensive all this was going to be. I got some sponsorship support, and then I ran out of money with 8 races to go, so I started funding it myself.
I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, and I basically got $60,000 in debt pretty quick, and then I started working towards it. So I survived it, but it was very scary for a time. But I'm always teetering this fine line. And it's crazy because you'll see haters pop up in the comments or on Twitter or whatever, right? And they'll be saying that I'm a trust fund baby. And the only reason I'm there is because I'm have rich parents. And I'm like, my parents are still in the same trailer. I can barely afford my mortgage. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm doing fine now, but a year ago it was pretty wild. I was like, damn, this is bad. So yeah, it's crazy to see those comments. People just assume, oh, you stream, oh, people are watching you stream, you must be rich. Oh, you're racing, you must be rich. I'm like, oh, shit, man.
It's the same way, man. The most hate that I get is from some of my old Navy buddies. They stumble across my channel. They're like, you're on YouTube now. You turned your back on. And I'm like, I have a regular job. I'm a veteran service officer, 8 to 4:30 every day, helping vets that struggle. I do YouTube before I go to work and stuff like this. And I'm like, you're going to try to shit on me? I'm like, what are you doing, dude? We don't need to smear crap on each other. There's enough clicks for everybody. It doesn't seem right to me, man. And you came from a space with like the real drama, the real The real drama and negativity is the space you come from. Moist Critical. That's the first one that comes to mind. Krasenstein, Hassan. I mean, you probably know stories that would blow my mind.
Yeah, dude. I mean, just personally, I mean, I used to get swatted like once a week. So much so that luckily I live in a place where no knock warrants are illegal, right?
Okay.
So they always have to knock, and they started getting used to it. And the last one, it's been a while now. It's been about like 6 months since I had one. But I still get people, trying to like send me stuff and cash on delivery, but all of that kind of has went away, luckily. But yeah, it got real bad for a while, and it was because I was streaming during this like almost like the height of it, right? In 2019, 2020, 2021, when I had 38,000 people in a stream one time.
Holy
It was
crap.
wild. It was like I was like number one on YouTube for like 2 days. I was like, this is wild, and things have changed now to where you can do it and like almost survive. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
where you don't have to worry about people like going after you all the damn time and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So it's been pretty comfy lately. It's been basically people that support me, and the negativity is almost gone. Although I did talk about who did I talk about the other day? I mentioned Rich Review Tech in my stream, and I'm not even like
I don't know who that is.
So he's just this old streamer. I just made a comment about him, just being like he's a little wild nowadays. And I'm never even really hard on him. I don't roast too hard. I never go hard on anybody, unless they're wild.
What's his channel name? I got to see this.
It's called like Review Tech USA 2.
I know who you're talking about.
Anyways,
I know who you're talking about.
It's like he's obviously always having some kind of mental meltdown, which
Did he delete his channel at one point?
Yeah, he deleted his million sub channel at one point, and now he's kind of come back. But he's kind of on this like violent, like radical left thing.
Explains everything.
And like recently, he said something like he got into this spat with a guy that just happened to be brown. And he was just being the most racist, like real racist dude I've ever seen. Just being like, he's like, you're a useful idiot. You're dumb. You have brown skin. And he's like, you don't even know, like you're voting against your own like benefits. You should be voting Democrat. Basically saying that if you are like brown, you should only think one way, which is very,
that's how to win friends and influence.
And and he's also like, he's against voter ID because he thinks, people that are who happen to be brown can't get ID because they're just not smart enough, which is real racist.
Yeah. That's a trope. That's a racist trope.
It feels very, because if you think somebody isn't capable because of whatever reason that is out of their control, then you likely think they are lesser than you. And if you think someone's lesser than you because of the color of their skin, you might be racist. But that's the entire left wing right now. They all are screaming the same rhetoric, even those 85% of them, their constituents want it as well. They want voter ID, right? But he was kind of talking about it. So I just mentioned it. Didn't even roast his ass. And he, of course, in the perfect weird leftist way, he sends like an ass ton of bots to my channel just saying the N-word over and over to try to get me in trouble.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, I feel like you might be racist. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, typically, let me ask you this. NASCAR, do they check that you have a driver's license?
Oh, yeah.
Because whenever I went to any races, when I go to any NASCAR races, I always have to show ID to pick up my pass or tickets or anything like that.
Yeah, of course. You have to do it for anything except for election. And you ever seen that, the list of countries that have ID like required, and then the only one is us. It's like every first world country needs an ID to vote, and then we are the only one that doesn't for no reason, even though we all support it. Everybody in your chat supports it. 90% of the entire country supports it, yet you have leftist politicians and a handful of people on the right saying, oh, well, we know more than you, and you're actually wrong. And
the other odd thing is, to get an AdSense account on YouTube, you have to take a picture of your government issued ID.
Yep.
So obviously YouTube is racist because they demand ID. Wow.
Yep. It's insane what's going on right now. And I hope some miracle happens in the Senate. I don't see it happening, but that's something that's a long time coming to make sure. I don't think the left will ever win again. I don't think Dems will ever win again if that happens. But I think another party will rise from the ashes that are more centric to kind of take over that helm, because Dems have went out. They're crazy. They're fucking psycho now. So it's over for that, in my opinion.
For the voter ID thing, my thought is this: if you don't want people to have ID, who do you want voting for you? That's the way I look at it. If you don't want to confirm that they are eligible to vote for you, who is it you want to vote for you? It's
people that benefit, people that are benefiting from hyper amounts of government assistance. And if you told me, I mean, look, and I'm not even pointing at the person, I'm pointing at the government structure or the process.
Right.
If it was me, if you told me, hey, Cody, as a white man in this alternate reality, I'm going to give you $1 million in subsidies because you have a business listed under your address. We're going to give you $1 million a year, and all you got to do is just take the $1 million and go over here and pop all the blues on these couple of voting pads. You best believe my happy ass is doing that, right? So it's just the structures in place to basically field all this outrageous amounts of fraud. And I don't see how there's a single politician that with a straight face that can defend it. Now they're on the rhetoric that, well, women are dumb now. And I'm like, what?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's where we're going now? We're going to
and obviously the dumbest of all women are minority women. Black women have got to be the dumbest, right? Because they can't.
That's the rhetoric they're going to use. And then you have normal people that start repeating this, and it starts getting asinine because because you know everybody will just repeat whatever they heard. So your friend that you talk to about politics will start being like, well, women when they get married they change it. And I'm like, dude, every woman that's ever been married, they got their ID changed. My ex-wife did it immediately. It was a 10-minute process that she did one day when she was on lunch. Right. But they want to pretend, and then they make headlines, Ben. They make these headlines that say, Save Act will not allow women to vote, and they won't elaborate. And then the body of the article will elaborate, but they'll actually unironically say that. And then people will post it on Facebook, 100K likes, all the women in the comments. Oh my God. I'm like, that's not what's happening, man. It's not what's happening.
The media is really good at helping the Democrats, or I think they're beyond Democrats, because right now there's a poll that just came out. Like 40% of Democrats think that they've went too far. The liberals have went too far. So I think the media is complicit, because I don't know about you. I've been inundated with this Nancy Guthrie crap. This woman that went missing. I want her to be found. There is a family in Theodore, Alabama. The entire family is missing right now. They disappeared 9 days ago. There has not been one story about this anywhere.
It's insanity, man.
But because of this millionaire's mom, it's such a double standard, man. It is such a double standard.
It really is. I mean, you think about how, Homan announced that they had rescued 3,100 children that were missing in Minnesota, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is an ICE like operation. And then somebody decides to obstruct justice and sit in the car and harass people for 5 hours. Then they drive slightly towards an officer. They get murked. And suddenly we're talking about that for 2 weeks. And we're not talking about the fact that 3,100 children were saved. We're always talking about the one person and not the 20,000 people that benefited. It's always the one person that just happened to be a criminal every damn time and have like past like charges and felonies every time. I don't know why, but it always seems to be like, you ever notice how some name will come out? This guy was assaulted or like hit or even murdered by us or something else to that nature. And he'll be like, oh, poor sweet baby. How could we let this happen? And then you go like a week later, they looked into the backstory of this person and they have charges. They were fired from their job. They slapped a baby. Yeah, but they have all these weird charges in the past. Like, oh, so they were a shit human. Every one of them is always an ass. You never see somebody that was good, a generally reasonable, good person getting murked in one of these operations because they're all at home taking care of their family, which is what is important. You know what I'm saying?
And the same people complaining about all of the gun violence and stuff will probably stand in line for 11 hours with their kids to get the new Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. Yeah. Before I hop off here, because my show's, I'm a little late.
Yeah, no problem.
Before I hop off here, I don't know if you saw this, but there was a video of a lady and she was bundling up her like child, right?
Okay.
Like, or her, it was a baby. It was like a little baby. She's putting jackets, blankets on it to take it to a protest with her. A nice
oh
protest.
my God.
And the caption, and she said, I'm taking my child to the protest, my baby, because my baby is not more important than the immigrants' babies. And I'm like, that is the most ass backwards thing. There is no shame. There is no shame in admitting that you love your children more than random children. And it's asinine for you to morally grandstand and pretend that you love random children like that you think you're saving in this protest over your biological child that you're holding. If you're actually going to say that, you need to lose custody immediately, because that's insanity. That's a crazy video I saw the other day.
Cody, let me ask you this, because I think you're giving people a little bit of hope, because there's a lot of people after the whole not Russell Wallace, what was his name? Bubba Wallace. A lot of people lost hope in NASCAR. They were like, oh, NASCAR's woke, F NASCAR, all this other stuff. There is that kind of stuff in every organization.
Sure.
But I think you're giving people a little bit of hope, because you're just a normal dude. You sit down to take a dump just like I do.
Yeah.
And you've got common sense. And I think that is going to restore a lot of hope in people in my chat. And we're going to get a sponsorship on the car. Me and you,
that would be
text
awesome.
me offline. The Ben Dyke Show is going to be on there. And I'm going to get my, I've got the old Rush Limbaugh microphone.
I love it.
one of my listeners, he's Willie Nelson's sound engineer, and he hooked me up with the.
Oh wow! Yeah, dude.
This is the original. I mean, this is like exact replica. I'll get some kind of sponsor with a big gold mic on there in honor of Rush.
Sweet.
Cody, you get out of here, man. Go do your thing. Appreciate you dropping in. You're always welcome back. Roll damn Tide. Let me give you a boom shakalaka on the way out. Hold up. We do this for everybody that's worth the shit.
And can an amen and a boom shakalaka go right there?
There you go, Cody. Take care. God bless you. Shake and bake. Shake and bake. There you go. That's Cody Dennison. Y'all go check out Camelot 331 channel. I don't know what you think about Cody. I consider Cody a friend. I consider Cody an ally. And anybody that says that there's no hope in America, there's your hope. There's a little bit of hope for you. Lines are open 615-475-7864. It's the Ben Dyke Show. You just got to peek under the hood, so to speak. Shake and bake. Type shake and bake in the chat. And we are going to get the Ben Dyke Show sponsored on that car for the entire season, so that we can support another dude that's got some common sense. Thank you very much for the super chats that are rolling in. Lines are open, 475-7864. Be respectful calling in. Yeah, I don't care. Be friendly. How about that? Good evening. Where are you calling from tonight?
Columbus, Ohio.
Turn the audio down in the background. I don't know why you couldn't read that on the bottom of the screen, but okay. What do you got?
I just did. I'm sorry. I just turned it off.
What you got?
Hey, I'm just curious.
Are you bi-curious or curious?
No, I'm curious.
Okay. All right. Because I'm straight. I just want to let you know.
I'm a 6-year-old retired, disabled now on disability. But what I'm curious about to ask you is, you know, I grew up and a lot of friends, not a lot, a few of my friends are just, you talk to them and they're just out there. And I wonder why.
I'm wondering why too.
Well, that's what I'm asking you, because
get to the point. I got people lined up. Get to the point. Okay. Come on, man. No life stories.
I got a sister who has 2 children that went to college and they're woke as hell.
That explains it. You answered your question.
Well, I got 2 children that didn't go to college, and yeah, I answered my question, but and they're not. And her 2 children don't believe in God. Mine do. But I'm just like, I look at the world and I look at these people and I think, what the heck is wrong with these guys?
All right. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You answered your own question. I don't do life stories on here though, but thank you very much. God bless you. I think the phone got disconnected. I think the phone got disconnected there. Bad connection. Somebody said, don't call in if you're on Xanax. Oh, the best chat on the planet right here. Best chat on the planet. Lines are open. 615-475-7864. Somebody said, focus, man. Focus. Oh my God. I love it. Ben's okay for a squid. Thank you very much, Airborne Professor. Airborne Professor. DC Power. I like that name. $10 or 10 memberships. Thank you. Michael NV6741. Thank you very much. $10 for Cody's truck. We will be putting together a fund to do that. At least it wasn't a flusher and not an upper decker. I'm sure we'll get an upper decker before this. This could be it. This could be it. Let's go line 2. Where are you calling from, line 2?
Hey, it's Alan down in Lacombe, Louisiana.
Talk to me, Alan.
Hey, man, did they get that damn bill passed?
It made it through the House. It's got to go through the Senate now.
So they're only going to need one more vote on that then, huh?
I think they've got to 50, which means it'll get to a filibuster, a floor filibuster type vote, and they will get people on the record. And we're going to end some careers is what I think we're going to do. We're going to end some political careers. That's what I believe.
I'm loving this, man.
Alan, you take care down there in Laconia. Get some damn boudin for me tomorrow. I appreciate you.
I did get it. I just got to figure out how to get it shipped to you.
I love it. I love it. You take care, brother. God bless you. Dry ice. Somebody said Ben never cleaned the bilges. Stephen Voiles, you do not know what I did in my naval career. You do not know. And yes, I have been in the bilges and in the outboards on submarines and ships. So before you make some accusations like that, you don't know, brother. You don't know where this guy's been. You don't know. Democracy says 51%. Boudin. Love me some boudin. If you know what boudin is, you're a good human. Let's go. Wait, I think I hung up on that last caller. Call back, whoever that was. Line 3. What do you got? Where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Salty C from Bullhead City, Arizona.
Arizona. Are you out looking for Nancy Guthrie?
No. That's a little crazy. No, I just have 2 requests from your audience.
Hold on. What do you mean request? What do you mean?
Well, I want them to research something.
Why?
Well, it's just 2 things. Google image search teacher arrested.
No. I don't know what kind of road you're about to take us down, but I need to verify that before you just come on and start telling people to Google stuff. I don't think so. Not sure about that one. If I don't know what you're telling people to research, no. Nice try though. Nice try. You could be sending them to your dilly factory or something, right? I sure hope he gets a free. Terry Calderwood. I sure hope I get a free membership someday. Terry, that's e-begging. I sure hope I get a free membership someday because I won't support Ben's channel. It's only $3 a month at 10 cents a day. I sure hope I get a free one. Terry, come on, man. You're better than that, dude. You're better than that, Terry. You're better than that. Dawn, what you got? New York.
I got to tell you, Cody's as American as apple pie.
You're
Thank you
absolutely
for
right.
having him. I donated for him, and let's get a Ben Dykes car.
You
And
know,
then
I
wanted
think
to
it's
ask-
going to be exciting to get my name on a NASCAR for an entire season.
Like, I would donate. We need a big sponsor, but nothing dirty, you know?
It'll just be my name and a golden microphone. How about that?
Right on. I love it, Ben.
Or we could put ditto heads. We could put ditto heads.
I like that. You know what? I think it's a brilliant idea, and I think you should do it solely, from the donations of your followers.
That's what I'm
and-
going to do. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, and no corporate nonsense allowed because Cody's terrific, and I don't watch NASCAR a lot, but I'm going to start.
He
for
grew up
sure,
a
but I
poor
wanted to-
redneck in Lower Alabama.
I know. I love
worked
that
his butt
story.
off. Worked his butt off, and now he's driving a NASCAR. It
No,
doesn't
this
get
is
a better story than that.
No, it's a fine American, and he's cute. So, yeah, I'm a little old for him, but he's a cutie pie. I was going to ask you about Susan Collins and what your thought is about why she decided to do the right thing finally. And I'll let it go at that. Thank you, Ben.
I'll tell you, I believe I know why she did it. Pressure. Peer pressure. Peer pressure. That's what I think. You know, I might just have to ban some people if they just come in here and start like simping. I just can't deal with the woe is me crap. Come on, chat, help Ben with a name on Ben's car. Yeah, or Cody's car. Yeah. Super chats are going to go. We're going to get our damn name on a NASCAR. How cool would it be to know that you helped do that? Damn, that'd be cool. For the Ben Dykes decal viewership will go up once it's seen nationwide. You want to trigger some trolls? You want to trigger the trolls? You get our name on a NASCAR. Boy freaking howdy. Boy freaking howdy, we get our name on a NASCAR. Oh my God. The liberal tears will flow. Let's go right here. Line 5. Line 5. Where you call from, line 5?
Prescott, Arkansas.
Talk to me. You got to speak up a little bit. Your phone's a little low.
Prescott, Arkansas.
Prescott, what you got?
This is James Crow in the house.
James Crow, what you got, James?
I got a little story for you.
Okay. No life
About
stories. Keep it quick.
About your microphone.
Okay.
Back when Sean Hannity was just an intern, he busted that microphone for Rush Limbaugh.
He broke it.
He broke it.
Wow.
And Rush Limbaugh was livid for like 3 days.
Really?
Yes. This was before he even got his telephone show, his TV show.
That is
And
something interesting. Sean, I'm looking this up. Sean Hannity broke Rush Limbaugh. I knew I didn't like Sean Hannity. I knew I didn't like him.
I always wondered if he ever apologized for that.
This is crazy. I need to find this and see if I can find anything about this. Man, I really the guy that got me the microphone, his name's Peter. He's a sound engineer for Willie Nelson. And he hooked me up with this. And it is literally every time I see it, I think of Rush Limbaugh. And part of the reason I started doing phone calls was I was like, man, I always liked when Rush took phone calls. I loved hearing people from across the world, across the United States, call in and express their same pain points. And I was like, man, I don't know how to do this. And a couple of people told me how I could set it up and do it. Is it perfect? No. But I'm a redneck from Lower Alabama, so I'm never going to be perfect. But I love being able to talk to people that I would never get a chance to talk to. You know, like G-Dub in Compton, California, a black dude. You know what I mean? It's just amazing. And no other show, I'm not saying I'm amazing, but none of the other channels on YouTube, or it doesn't seem like it to me, will take phone calls or maybe be as interactive with their chat. And I don't know, it's because they are scared of the interaction. They're hesitant. They're worried. I don't know. How many times do you go to another channel and you put a comment in the chat and they never reply?
Well, I can tell you this: when you first got on, I'm not a member.
Sure, I don't care.
You would reply to me, and it's the same way with Barry. When he first started, he would reply to me. I'm not a member on his channel either, but as you guys grew, you respond more to the other people.
It's hard to keep track. I mean, the chat is flying, man.
I mean, it's flying by. You can't see all of that.
No, it moves fast. I appreciate you calling, though. Thank you for calling from Prescott, Arkansas. God bless you.
Hey, let me bring up one more thing with you.
Make it quick.
I
think you froze
I'll
on
call
me.
back later.
All right.
I'll call back later.
No problem. Appreciate you. There we go. He kind of froze on us. Kind of froze. Let me show you here what my buddy Peter sent me. Look at this. This is a jacket from the Willie and Family on the Road Again tour. 1977, maybe? 6. Peter sent me his jacket. His tour jacket from Willie Nelson's tour. Willie Nelson's jacket like this is in the Smithsonian. That jacket is in that closet either over there or the one in there, one of the closets. Right? Quick got slowed up. I appreciate you calling, man. I really do. I try to respond to as many comments as I can, but they fly. And I've got literally 1, 2, 3, 4 things open on my computer. I try to help. Somebody said it would throw them off script. Do you believe that if they replied to the chat, it would throw them off the script? Is that why they don't reply? Because I'd love to know. Somebody in the chat, tell me why some of these channels don't reply to their chat or interact. Part of the reason I do this is so that I can understand. Let me know in the chat why they don't. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Feel free to give me a call. Throws them off the script, Nancy. Okay, somebody said they're afraid of us. Ben Gold or Blue Crew. I was in the Navy for 20 years on multiple submarines. Blue or gold doesn't mean crap. Blue or gold doesn't mean crap. Let's do this. Why do some channels not interact with the chat? Benny does. Well, a lot of you like Benny. So I'll say it. Benny's never replied to a comment or even a super chat that I've put on his channel. He's never replied. I'm sure it's because he's so big. He's too busy. Too busy. Right? Or maybe the questions are too tough. Maybe they don't want to be, maybe they don't care. I don't know. Let me know. 615-475-7864. Love to get that Crazy Cat Gaming and Upriver. Go right there. What do you got? Line 4.
Hello?
Yeah, line 4. Go right ahead.
Hey, Ben, this is the guy hitting up here in Springfield, Missouri. And I just need to give a big thank you to you, the chat, my wife, kids, my grandkids, God, and Jesus. Because if it weren't for you guys, I would not be here anymore.
All right. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate you. God bless you. You stay faithful.
I am planning on it. Thank you very much, brother.
God bless you. That sounds like a dude that's pretty grateful about what's going on. If you become a member on the channel, I want you to go to the community post page. There will be a link for you to join the channel or join the Discord. There is a link to the Discord in that community post tab where you can chat with all of us all the time, like literally all the time. And people are in there chatting right now. Like right now, people are chatting in there. I'd rather listen to podcasters that interact with their audiences. If you don't want interaction, turn on your TV. Nobody on Fox News will bother you. Nobody on Fox News will reply to a question, right? I mean, that's just the way it is. I'll put this new link in here. Let's go. It's under the community post tab, and it is Discord link. Click there. It's for members only. And what you need to do is go to the members only tab, click on post right there. Click on post. That's all you got to do. The link will be right there. Members will be able to see it. If you're not a member, you won't be able to see it. Let's see here. Right there, line 4. What do you got, line 4?
Hey, Ben, this is Glenn in North Carolina.
Good evening.
I just want to say this. Me and you both were avid listeners of Rush, and I know you don't like to be compared to Rush Limbaugh.
I am nowhere near that guy. I couldn't carry his coffee cup.
Well, I understand that, but I have to tell you this. You feel the void left behind with me. Unless I find another channel, you feel that void. Also, I'd like to make one other statement. I believe if we can get this SAVE Act passed, that would totally remove the incentives for the for the Democrats to fight for these illegals. What do
Ooh.
you think?
You know, that's like cutting off the funding for their party, right? I mean, that's a very good move. If you want to get rid of somebody, if you want to get rid of a pest in the barn, you get rid of what they're eating. You get rid of what's feeding them. If you want to get rid of some critters around, I would say scavengers, you get the roadkill off the road. I have to agree with you. I think that if you remove the incentive for them to keep illegals here, illegals become useless to them. Democrats have turned their back on blacks, right? Black Americans, they've kind of written them off because Black Americans are waking up to how the Democrat Party has treated them. So I think you're spot on out of North Carolina tonight. I think you're spot on, brother.
Well, I appreciate your service. I was in service too. I'm a Coast Guard vet.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your service. I got a really good friend. He's a retired senior chief for the Coast Guard. Real good friend of mine.
And also I appreciate your testimony. I appreciate we're brothers in Christ.
Thank you so much, sir. God bless you. You have a great night. And
You
if
too.
nobody tells you this because you're ugly, happy Valentine's Day.
Same to you.
God bless you.
Good night.
And I want to say happy Valentine's Day to all of you snaggle-toothed rednecks, because nobody ever tells you happy Valentine's Day. None of you rednecks are ever going to have anybody tell you happy Valentine's Day. Okay. Somebody said I'm pretentious. Did somebody really call me pretentious in the chat? What? I'm not pretentious. I will cuss you out in a second. Pretentious people won't cuss you out. I will. And I'll drop some hard F's. I can make full sentences with foul words, and I am happy to do it. Okay? Happy to do it. Let me see here. Somebody says you're making me all misty. Happy Valentine's Day, Joe Dimmitt, you ugly dog. You ugly dog. There you go. You better make sure you buy somebody a Valentine's Day present. You better do it. Okay? If you don't, well, I ain't gonna say what might happen. Your bed might be a little cool that night. Your bed might be a little cool. I can't play the music, but this is, let me go right here. This is peak masculinity. I can't play the music, but this is peak masculinity right here. That is David Allen Coe in short shorts. Short shorts. David Allen Coe in short shorts in concert. It doesn't get any better than David Allen Coe in short shorts in concert. Does it get any better than that? I can't play the audio, but boy, howdy. Love me some David Allen Coe. Guy, I'm also an Army veteran suffering from chemical exposure, cancer, many other things. Again, thank you. Thank you, sir. Oh, White Buffalo called somebody else pretentious, not me. Okay, thank you. I didn't think I was pretentious. That was a submarine I was on for a long time. Epstein victims were paid over 100 million civil damages. We got that. We got that one. If an immigrant family knocked on your door and asked you to hide them in your attic, would you? Because that's where we're at, right? Here's one for you. Check this out. This is a good one. Stephen Hawking coming back from hell to delete the Epstein files. Let's go here. Reminder. Epstein files are only out because of Trump. Trump released the files. Democrats had 4 years under Biden, Kamala. Willie Brown had 4 years under Kamala. Right? There's the missing Alabama family nobody wants to talk about. Breaking news. Backpacks are on sale at Walmart. You can buy black backpacks at Walmart. I posted this from this morning. I miss Rush Daily. 2F by T and the Rush Cup. New Democrat hero, Thomas Massey. Steve Bannon traded emails 1,974 times with that guy. Let's see what else. I had something else I wanted to show you. Where was this guy got arrested? Travis Jurr got arrested. That's pretty good. That's pretty happy ending right there, right? Travis Jurr arrested. Love it. Let's go here. Let's take a couple more calls. Lines are open 615-475-7864. I'll give you a big happy birthday if you call. Excellent in broadcasting. Laugh my butt off. Tony B 8660. Thank you. Ben, under the Uniform Code of Military Justice and Law, military personnel are required to obey lawful orders, have a duty to disobey illegal ones. Ron, what illegal orders have been given? What illegal orders have been given, Ron? Feel free to let us know. I don't think there's been any illegal orders. Huh. Does anybody else know if there's any illegal orders given? Oh, Ron's all over this. We got another one. There we go. Bobby, you already called in. I never take two calls. Ron's on fire over here with the disobedient orders. Filled with Lunchables. Thank you very much. All right, there we go. Preparing for military tribunals. Love it. Corn Pop was a bad dude. I'm surprised they gave a description of the backpack. It goes against protocol. The backpack is black. Right? It's a racist backpack. I don't even know how it became a backpack. Travis deserves every bit of it. Okay. Inciting sedition is treasonous. I think those veterans or those military people did that. Ben, you're like my brother. Super nice guy. Friends all over. He's a mechanic, owns his own garage. His friends got him a sign for his front door that says somebody's garage. He loves it because he is. Yeah, absolutely. The radical left lunatics of their matrix is being broken. I agree with that. Lunchables are Hot Pockets. Yep. $10 backpack at Walmart broke protocol by letting them know where that was. Chantal, racist backpack. Let's see here. Let's Gav. Trump has not given any illegal orders. I don't think so either. I don't think so either. Or is it either? Either or either? Walls illegal. What's up, Don Blanchard? Walls illegally ordered his National Guard to train to obstruct federal officers. Okay. Oh, here we go. Ron, why don't you call in? Well, I'd love to talk to you, Ron, about this. Ben, it's not sedition when all he said is that in the military code, he told troops it's their duty not to obey. Right. Okay. Yeah. Ron, thank you for being in the chat, Ron. I love having some liberals in the chat. It makes me laugh. It gives me that feeling like I'm climbing rope in gym class. How are you? How you asked? Stocking up on popcorn and RC Cola. Okay. Ron's confused. Ron. Yeah, I think you might be right. I think Ron is confused. Oh, here we go. Snipe on a DDG. Nice. Well done. Apparently God hasn't opened his eyes enough. Peace and prosperity. Yeah, Ron. Open your eyes, dude. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for Ron. If demon rats say illegal, it really means legal. Eric Tate. Eric, did you get your hat? Did you get your Razorback hat? Love it. Don't F with the troops. Morale issue. Ron Tardio. I don't know who that is. Ron Tardio. Wake up, Ben. Have a nice evening. Peace out. Ron. Go run. Yeah. Make sure you guys join the channel as a member. For Ben Dyke's friend to get the show decal on Cody's race. Eric, thank you so much. I hope you wear... Eric, I know you'll be watching some NASCAR with your Razorback hat on. for the Ben Dykes decal sticker. Guys, gals, girls, it's the Ben Dyke Show. I am shutting this bad boy down. Nobody wants to call. Nobody wants to talk to me. I'm ugly. Y'all have a great night. And let's just close it out with one little thing here. I always know that these people like this. How about this one? Let's go here. I think I love my Somalis is what I think. I think I love my Somalis. I think that's what we've got to do. I love my Somalis.
The company store, the paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive, selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green-looking skin, and they run around screaming, "We love Satan, we want to eat babies." I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy, weird, sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy, weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot and the goblins are hobbling round, coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap, we don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna steal your daughter at the mall. We're gonna steal your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, "We love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet."
I was watching Fox News as I worked out this morning.
Guys, gals, girls, Ben Dyke Show. I'll catch you on the next one.